Alright, what's up guys? Today we're heading to Kahia Creek MX. It's a Wednesday, which is just sick for me, riding dirt bikes on a Wednesday. But in today's video, we're going to talk about arm pump, what you can do to get rid of it. So I got 9 tips for you. I know it's a random number, but it's just what it is. I got 9 tips on what you can do to get rid of arm pump. Let's get right into it though. So tip number 1 is seat time. If you're not riding your dirt bike very much, chances are you're probably going to, when you go out, you're going to get some arm pump. So tip number 1 is get that seat time in. I think a good standard, good number to aim for is ride your dirt bike at least once a week. I was able to kind of get rid of my arm pump with riding once a week, so that's the standard right there. So tip number 1, get that seat time in. Tip number 2 is getting a proper warm-up routine. If you guys saw it, we'll throw the clip up on the screen. I asked Tomac if he had any tips for people that are struggling with arm pump. He says, sounds like you're not warming up enough. Hey, what advice would you give to someone out there struggling with arm pump?
Struggling with the arm pump?
With arm pump, yeah.
Woo, man.
Tough one.
Sounds like you either need to warm up more.
Warm up more?
Or your bike setting could be off.
Suspension?
Suspension could be off, yep.
Oh yeah. Cool, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
So today, before we take off to the track, follow me over here. We're going to jump on the rowing machine. For 10 minutes, I'm going to keep my heart rate at like 120. So we'll get straight into that now, but warm-up routine is key. If you don't warm up, chances are you're going to get some arm pump. So we got the rowing machine right here. Don't mind all the dirt bikes in the garage. We got way too many. But we'll get straight after. 10 minutes. Aaron Plessinger said he does 25 minutes before he goes to the track. But we're trying to get to the track. I'm excited, so I'm going to go 10 minutes today. And yeah, we'll see you there. Go away. Alright, so we made it out to Kahia. We're about to go spin some laps, but just a quick recap. Tip number 1, get your seat time in. Tip number 2, warm-up routine. What I want to do right now, though, is take you through a quick warm-up routine. So ideally, if you've ever been to, pro motocross or supercross, you'll see every single pit has like a stationary bike or some sort of warm-up equipment there. So if you can bring like a mountain bike to the track or, a stationary bike, that's ideal. I don't have that with me today, so I'm going to run you through another type of warm-up routine. Basic warm-up routine, what I like to do is just like some dynamic base stretching. So like arm swings, arm circles, leg swings, and then some jumping jacks. So we'll run through that. Let's go 60 seconds each exercise, each leg. So we'll jump right into that. You should do this every time before you ride too. Swing that shit up high as fuck. Alright, so we just went out for a little moto. Felt good out there, didn't get any arm pump, wasn't going too crazy, just a little warm-up moto, 10-15 minutes. But gotta break down to you tip number 3. Tip number 3 is something you can work on like right now, next time you go ride, and it's just like breathing. And that's one of the things, one of the main problems for most people is they go around the track holding their breath a lot. So tip number 3 is just remember to breathe. You can try to like time your breathing with different obstacles and stuff like that, but I always like to take a big deep breath in every time I'm in the air, kind of loosen up my fingers a little bit. So yeah, tip number 3, breathing. Alright, about to go out for another moto, but tip number 4 is based around your riding intensity level. So think of it this way, look at Jet Lawrence. You think he's going 110% intensity every time he gets on the bike? Nah, he's just flowing. He's probably at like 85% most of the time, just flowing, cruising. So if you're going out there going balls to the walls every second you're on the track, 110% intensity, there's a good chance you're getting some arm pump. So try to ride smooth. Try to be at an intensity level you maintain, and a lot of times when you're riding at like that 85%, you can go even faster because you're riding better, you're riding smoother, you're breathing, you're staying calm out there. So that's tip number 4, is maintain a sustainable intensity level. Let's get back on the track. Let's go. gonna walk you through it a little bit as I fuck up the ruts. But look, every time I'm in the air, I'm taking deep breaths in. So deep breaths in while I'm in the air, and then intensity level, right? Back to whatever that was. Deep breath. Staying smooth, staying calm, breathing. Up. Talking to yourself while riding, not really ideal. That's a fuck. Gotta get around. Here we go. Oh, get out the way. And I'm also thinking about my technique. Keeping that upper body loose. Not death gripping the bars. It's huge. Those elbows up. Squeezing my legs. And we're going around everybody right now. Breathing. Staying calm. I think staying smooth, staying calm, maintaining a consistent intensity level is going to be the biggest game changer. And have fun. Just like you said. Let's fucking go. Alright, so tip number 5 is riding technique. And honestly, like, this could be tip number 1. Riding technique is probably like the biggest problem for most people that are getting arm pump. Couple key things though, when we look at riding technique and like what's causing the arm pump. So a lot of you guys probably know the basics, right? Ride on the balls of your feet, squeeze with your legs, kind of that body position, kind of arch that back, elbows up. Key thing with arm pump, squeeze the bike with your legs, being in the right body position. When you're in that right body position right here, your arms aren't doing that much work. Your hands can stay loose. When you start getting arm pump is when you're in that constant pull motion. You're hanging off the back of the bike. Now you're using your arms a lot more. So when you shift that body position a little bit more forward, you have your head above the bar pad, elbows are up, you're able to just be warm with the bike. Your arms are really just there to steer the bike. It's not there to freaking muscle that thing around. That's what we use those legs for. So those are the key things with riding technique. And always do your research, you know, look up all the videos about all the different riding technique tips. But with arm pump, it's really about freaking not death gripping the bars so much and just being in that right body position. So tip number 5. Alright, so I kind of like to pair tips 6, 7, and 8 together. So it's like fitness, nutrition, hydration. So fitness, stay tuned to the end of this video. I'm going to give you guys a workout, but a couple like key ideas behind the fitness. There's 2 key styles of workouts we focus on when we're struggling with arm pump. Number 1, it's about building a strong aerobic base. So you've probably seen the pros do a bunch of cycling, road biking. This is what they're doing. So we go steady state cardio, at least 45 minutes to an hour, but it's actually somewhat low intensity. That's the first style of workouts. And then the second one is HIIT workouts. High intensity interval training, where you spike the heart rate up, let it recover. Spike the heart rate up, let it recover, repeat that process. What we're doing there is training the heart to recover from those riding or racing situations where the heart rate spikes. So what happens, most people, when you're out riding, racing dirt bikes, heart rate spikes, but you get stuck up there. Then you're out there trying to maintain damn near your max heart rate, which is obviously only sustainable for so long. But what happens when you get stuck in that super high heart rate zone, it's gonna cause lactic acid buildup, lead to arm pump. So if we can train that heart to recover, that's where we can mitigate arm pump through the fitness side of things. So that's fitness. And then let's talk about hydration. Then we got nutrition and hydration. So nutrition, hydration, the most important thing is like getting your electrolytes in. So I like these things from the gas station. I get those, or you could do like liquid IV. There's Hydro Power, Rhino Power's got some good supplements, Arma. Get a hydration supplement of some sort. Get your electrolytes in between motos and a couple days leading up to your motos. And of course, water. Lots of water. I try to drink a gallon a day. So hydration's key. And then nutrition-wise, there's a couple key things. So vitamins-wise, so certain vitamins are important. So magnesium and potassium. Magnesium, that's gonna come from like vegetables, or you can supplement it. And then potassium, that's why you see guys like eating bananas between motos. That's gonna help with cramps and things like that. So that's fitness, nutrition, hydration, but stay tuned to the end of this video. I'm gonna give you guys a free workout. You can try a HIIT workout at home. You can try this tonight. All right, we made it back to the house. Like I promised you guys, I'm gonna show you guys a workout. It's gonna be an at-home, body weight only workout. So you can try this literally right now or tonight, but you gotta try this, seriously, try this. But I almost forgot about tip number 9. Tip number 9 is bike setup, suspension. Tomac mentioned this too. We'll throw that clip up on the screen right now as well. But bike setup, suspension, super important. What I've found causes arm pump in terms of bike setup and suspension are a handful of things. Number one, it's more if your suspension is a little bit too stiff, a little bit too harsh. You get that harsh feeling back through your arms, that's usually gonna lead to some arm pump. Another couple key things you could think about with bike setup is grips. I've found for me personally that like a thicker, softer grip gives me arm pump. So some people say the opposite though. So try a couple different types of grips, see what works best for you, then also lever position. So lever position, you kind of want it, if you've seen the AJ Kadzar video, you put the levers a little bit in, that kind of helps you keep your elbows up. But that's bike setup, and then here's a workout for you. So it's gonna be a body weight workout like I said. We're gonna do 4 exercises, 10 reps each exercise. So we're gonna start with burpees, we're gonna go 10 burpees, then we're gonna do box jumps. So I'm using a fucking table right here. So we're gonna do box jumps, 10 of those, then we're gonna do 10 squats, then we're gonna do 10 of these plank things. I'll show you. Stay tuned, we're about to get straight after it. We're gonna start off with 10 burpees. As you can see, I'm doing this in the living room, so no excuses here. Then we're gonna jump straight into this box jump. I'm using a coffee table to jump up onto, so get creative. We'll go 10 box jumps. Next, we're gonna go straight into just a standard body weight squat for another 10 reps, and then finally we're gonna finish off with this alternating full plank to elbow plank for another 10 reps. Repeat this circuit for a total of 6 to 9 rounds. If you like this workout, follow me for more. And if you need help with the workout plan, DM me Race Shape. All right, so that's a wrap on this video. Seriously, you better try that workout. That's one of those interval workouts like I was telling you about earlier. Spike the heart rate out, let it recover, repeat the process. So give that a try, but hey, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Stay tuned for more. If you need any help, fitness, nutrition, riding, anything like that, hit me up on Instagram, DM me, Race Shape, and I'll be stoked to help you out. But hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.